Hi friends, thanks for tuning in today for another art lesson. Today's art lesson is called the Elmer's Day Parade Pattern Drawing. And for this lesson today, you will need a piece of white paper. I'm going to be using a 12 by 18, but you may use simple copy paper that's 8.5 by 11, or any size paper that you happen to have. Bigger is better, but it's not necessary. 8.5 and 11 is just fine. Many years ago when I started this lesson, it began as a painting lesson for kindergarten age students. And over the years, I found that it not only can be a painting lesson, but it could more easily be a drawing lesson and can be produced by kids up to 4th grade. So whatever your age today, I'm a lot older than 4th grade, and I've worked on one of these for the last couple days, and I've had a lot of fun with it. So I want to encourage you to give this a try, and our lesson begins today with a story, one of my favorite books, titled Elmer by David McKee. And David McKee is a British writer. He was born, he was born in 1935, so that would make him about 85 years old today. He's still living in Britain, and he is not only an author, but he's an illustrator, and he started his career drawing cartoons. And this little guy, Elmer, is, as you can see, a patterned colored elephant. And this story I think you'll find delightful, and it will help to be a springboard into our lesson for today. So let's get started. Elmer by David McKee. There once was a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall, elephants short, fat, and thin. All were different, but all were happy, and almost all of them were the same color. All except Elmer. Elmer was not elephant color. He was patchwork. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green and black and white. It was Elmer who kept the other elephants happy. Their games and jokes were always his idea. If an elephant was laughing, the cause was usually Elmer. But Elmer himself wasn't happy. Whoever heard of a patchwork elephant, he thought. No wonder they laugh at me. One morning, just as the others were beginning to wake up, Elmer slipped away. As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. "Good morning, Elmer." "Good morning, Elmer," they all said. After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for. A large bush covered with elephant-colored berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush, and he shook it, and he shook it, and he shook it until all the berries fell on the ground. Then Elmer lay down, and he rolled over and over in all the berries this way and that, and then he picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over until he was covered with berry juice. When he had finished, there wasn't a sign of any yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. Elmer looked like any other elephant. On his way back through the jungle, Elmer passed all those animals again. "Good morning, elephant," they said. They didn't know it was Elmer. When Elmer rejoined the herd. None of the other elephants even noticed him. And if you look at all these elephants, their eyes are closed, except for this one. So that must be Elmer. He was looking around, but nobody noticed him. As he stood there, Elmer felt that something was wrong. But what? He looked around, same old jungle, same old blue sky, same old rain cloud up there in the sky, same old elephants. The other elephants were standing absolutely still, silent, very serious. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. It made him want to laugh. Finally, he couldn't bear it any longer. He lifted his trunk, and at the top of his voice, he shouted, "Boo!" Hope I didn't scare you. Oh my gosh. He yelled it so loud, and look, all the eyes of the elephants are wide open. Oh my gosh. The other elephants jumped in surprise. Elmer was helpless with laughter, and then the others began to laugh. "Oh gosh, too bad Elmer isn't here to share the fun," they said, laughing harder and harder and harder. And then the rain cloud burst. And when the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant as Elmer was washed back to normal. "You've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. What would we do without you?" And look at these elephants laughing their hearts out. Their bellies are aching. "We must celebrate this day every year," said another elephant. "The day of Elmer's best joke. All of us elephants will decorate ourselves in his honor," said a third elephant. "And Elmer will decorate himself elephant color." And one day each year, the elephants color themselves yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. And they have a parade. If you happen to see an elephant in the Elmer's Day Parade who is ordinary elephant color, you will know it must be Elmer. And that's the story. What a great story. Not only is this fun and you get a good laugh out of it, but I love the fable, the moral behind this fable. And what a fable is, it's a kind of story that is written, and there's usually a message at the end of it. Fables also usually involve animals, and our animal friend here is Elmer. So I think Elmer was not feeling so good about himself. He was very different. And I think all of us go through periods in our life, where we don't feel like we fit in. And there's a great message here that our uniqueness and our individuality is so important, and we need to celebrate that. And I think the other important message in this book is that laughter, there's power in laughter. I think there's healing in laughter, and I think even in these days that we're staying at home so much and not in our regular routine, that we need to remember to have fun and laugh when we can. So with this story in mind, we're going to create what I call the Elmer's Day Parade pattern drawing. And we're going to do that in a very special way, using either our copy paper or what I'm going to be using, my 12 by 18 paper. We're going to begin by folding the paper in a special way. And you might need to have help with this if you're in kindergarten or first or second grade. You might get mom or dad to help you. We're going to fold it in half first, press the fold really well, and then we're going to fold it one more time, and again press the fold really well. And we're going to even fold this one more time the opposite direction. And in doing so, when we make all these folds and open it up, we find that we've created what I call windows. And they are folded sections that make nice little compartments that we're going to draw in. Now, I want to make, so far right now I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 windows. I want to increase this to 16 windows. I want to double it. So I'm going to fold one time, and this time I'm going to fold up the bottom. Maybe there's an easier way to do this. Let's do it this way. Let's fold up the bottom to that middle fold line. Press the fold and fold the other bottom up to the middle fold line as well. And in doing so, we'll double the amount of windows. And now we should have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if I'm using this paper to do my pattern drawing on, I'll have 16 windows. And if you're doing copy paper, you're gonna fold it in half, or have mom or dad help. Fold it in half again, and fold it in half one more time, and let's see what we get. When we open it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you wanted to make it 16, you could fold it up one more time, but I think it's up to you if you want to have 8 windows or 16. But I'm going to do my design with 16. And here we go. I'm going to make sure this is stuck down. Again, I'm using either markers or crayons, but I'm going to start with markers here. Now, the main idea of this lesson is that every time you draw something in one window, you're going to repeat the same exact shape in every single window. So you're going to be doing it 16 times. For example, I'm going to begin with a purple, and I like to start in the middle of each window, and I will start with one shape. I'm just going to start with a circle. So I'm going to put a circle in the middle of each window. That would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I got to go all the way up to 16. Now, it may be that some of you want to outline your windows. It might make it easier to see a dividing line. So I'm going to get another color and show you how to do that. So if you want to outline your window, you could either do it with straight lines, and I'll do it with straight lines. I'm going to go right down the fold, right down the fold. It doesn't have to be perfect, because if you make a mistake with markers, you can't erase it, and just, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, if you want to get fancy and you're feeling like a straight line is too simple, you can also separate with maybe circles or triangles, but I've done it just with a red line. So now you can see all my windows, and I'm going to get a new color and add another shape to each window. So this time, let me see, I think I'm going to put a circle in each corner of my window. So I'm going to have to put 4 circles in each corner. And I'm going to go speedy fast here. You'll begin to get the idea of what we're going to be doing, and I probably won't finish this one today, but I have been working on a couple other that I can show you. Keep track. I'm doing 4 circles that are orange in each window. And when I get to the bottom, I'm going to show you some finished pictures that I've been working on for a couple days, so you can get the idea of what the outcome would be if you just keep going. So, it's a lot of circles. So let me fast forward. Here's one that I've been working on for a couple days now, and if you can guess, I think I'll turn it this way, yes. If you can guess, I started this design. This is my Elmer's Day Parade design. I started with a yellow circle in the center, and I did all these yellow circles. And after which time, then I probably traced the purple line around it, and the next time I might have done the pink flower petals, then maybe the green line, and I just keep going. Every time I do something to one window, I keep going and do it 16 times. And now I'm going back and I'm coloring in some of the shapes that I made. So, if you're working on copy paper, here's another one that I started this morning on simple copy paper. Again, I have 16 windows. I limited my colors this time to just 3 colors. This one I did lots of colors. This one I just did 3, and I'm continuing to color in as I go along. So that's another example. And if you're choosing just to make 8 windows without the extra folds, here's another sample. And I can keep adding to this one as I want to. And finally, here's one more. You don't have to be good at drawing shapes. You can just use lines like I did in this one here. So these are 4 different ways. This is just at the beginning. I'll probably keep working on this in the days ahead. And it's the kind of artwork that you really, it's hard to stop working on it. You just want to keep working on it and working on it. Now, just to say one more thing in addition, if you have the resources at home to do a painting, I want to show you a couple pattern paintings that kindergartners have done on very large sheets of paper. And again, you would fold your paper to make all those windows, and then you would paint this shape in each window and repeat it 16 times. These were done by kindergartners, and if you had the resources at home with paints, paintbrushes, and large sheets of paper, you could achieve something really spectacular. So that's just some ideas to keep you going. And at the least, you can do a simple either crayon or marker, or combine the two like I did here to make your Elmer's Day Parade pattern picture. So I hope you have fun with this. Thank you for tuning in today, and I will look forward to sharing another lesson with you in a couple days. Thanks so much. Take care.